I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990.
Hello, Detroit. Hello, 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 hello. This is your boy Robert on the ones and twos right here on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Happy to be here with you all on this another Sunday fun day in the city of Detroit. Let me just say this. I hope you all survived the cold because it's been cold all week.
Shivering.
It's been cold all week. Shiver. It was freezing.
Bro.
It was freezing all week, y'all. So I just hope you all got. I just hope y'all stay warm and maybe I don't know, roast you some marshmallows or something like that, hot chocolate, and the thing about that. But nevertheless, I am so happy to be here with you all, and it is the holidays. So I hope first and foremost, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope y'all didn't eat too much. I hope y'all didn't overdo it with the food, which I know y'all probably did. But nevertheless, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and stuff. And Christmas is right around the corner, like literally like 2 weeks away. So hopefully you all are enjoying this wonderful holiday season. And yeah, man, I cannot believe we are officially into the new year. 2025 is right around the corner, and yeah, man. Hopefully you got everything together and what you go leave behind in 2024, all that good stuff, and yeah. I cannot believe, man, 2025 is like days away. That is crazy. We talking about 2025 like, wow. I mean, where does the time go? This is crazy. This is so crazy. But yeah, we are here, and yeah, we definitely want you all to follow your surroundings and everything like that. But it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be on the day. We go end it with a bang and everything. And I do wanna shout out everyone who sent me everyone who called and sent me wonderful birthdays and all that good stuff. And I appreciate the love. I appreciate everyone. Everyone just calling me family, friends, everyone showing me love on my birthday. So I definitely appreciate that. Sagittarius season is on. Sagittarius season is on. I'm still celebrating. Sagittarius season because I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag. I am, but no, I'm still celebrating Sagittarius season, and yeah, no, disrespect to all of the other signs out there, but Sagittarius season, we the best. We the best. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. They not like us. Hey, they not like us. They not like us. Hey, they not like us. They not like us. No, I'm just tripping, but no, seriously. I appreciate the birthday love, everyone who called and wished me a happy birthday and all that good stuff. So thank you, and it is just so great to to see another year and everything like that. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys doing that. So I appreciate it so much. But listen, we have a really good show for you all tonight because this man that is right next to me, and I know what you all are thinking. He has a man on the show. He has a man on the show all this time. All this time, he had like a bunch of fine women on the show, a bunch of fine, sexy women on the show. Now, I'm looking up and he has a man on the show. But yes, I do have a man on the show. The first one, mind you, since I've been doing the show. Okay, first one since I've been doing the show. But he definitely is doing good work in the community. He's doing excellent work in the community. He is doing. He's doing the work. He is doing the work here in Detroit, in Metro Detroit. He's out here. He's out here doing it. He's out there making it and shaking it. He's a hustler, is what he is. Okay, I mean, if you really want to know, the truth about it, he is a doggone hustler out here in these streets and stuff. And I am just so happy to have him here. Most of you know who he is and stuff. And yeah, man, just a Detroiter through and through, just a Detroiter through and through, and he is just doing excellent work in the city of Detroit. And yeah, I'm just so glad that he is here, and he is definitely gonna tell us all about what he is doing, how he is out here in these streets and stuff, trying to make it and stuff. But despite all that, he's a busy man. He is a busy man. So we definitely going to get into all of his business, what he got going on and everything like that. So this is what we're going to do, okay? Because I want as much time as I possibly can with my guests here. So we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we're going to get right into it because, like I said, my guest here is D'Amico Williams. Most of you already know who he is, and for those of you who may not know who he is, well, you're going to find out exactly what he does for a living, exactly what he is accomplished, and all that good stuff. And like I said, he is a hustler in Detroit. He's literally working his butt off. All right, so we're going to find out everything we need to know about D'Amico Williams when we come back after the break. Stay with us, folks. You're listening to Courageous Detroit Radio Network with your boy, Robert Flood. The Black Business Enterprise is what you're listening to on a Sunday Fun Day. Back after this. Stay with us.
This vacation offer is so good, I'm going to repeat it. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for 6 days. All meals included for only $2.99. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. All meals, all drinks, $2.99. We'll even give you a free cruise or land package if you're one of the first 50 people to call right now. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for only $2.99. Be one of the first 50 people to book right now in our luxurious, all-inclusive resort. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, you deserve a great vacation. So take it right now. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Call now and get a free cruise or land package on top of your trip.
Call 877-543-3960. That's 877-543-3960. Again, 877-543-3960.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
Call 855-993-2087. That's 855-993-2087. 855-993-2087.
All right, y'all. We are back. I'm telling you, the conversation is prices offline and stuff is other thing. But We are here with on Courageous Detroit radio station and the Black Business Enterprise with Robert Flood right here. Okay, so you all know my first guest, and he is, like I say, he is doing big things here in the city of Detroit. He is making it happen. And he is here on the show tonight to let us know what is going on, what he has up his sleeves and all that good stuff. And I'm just so glad that he is here. I'm just so glad that he's here taking time off of his busy schedule to come on the show with us tonight. Everyone, would you all help me welcome D'Amico Williams to the show?
All right. Hey, thank you so much for having me, Robert.
Wonderful.
And as your first gentleman, I would like to say happy birthday to you. And
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on your platform. And shout out to Courageous Detroit Radio, the home of Real Talk, and most definitely its founder, Mr. Keith Williams. He's a good friend of mine, you know, one of my one of the guys I look up to, you know, as a pillar of, you know, leadership in the community. So that's a big honor to
That's
be
a big deal.
to be on this platform speaking with you. Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate it, man. And I did not know that you and Keith Williams known each other. That is,
For years, you know, ever since I was a young guy in the Michigan Democratic Party, he was the president of the Black Caucus, and, you know, we kept everything, you know, simply towards, you know, our people, our development, and also within the political party, fighting for our civil rights and justice. That's a big thing, and Keith was very instrumental in those early years.
Well, that's good. That's good. Shouts out to the.
They're showing me his book.
Okay.
Conquered. Yes, we've had some very much obstacles we had to conquer. So, as a young guy looking at, you know, leadership, I respect that 100% because it makes into my development, you know, as a activist, a leader, and also as a human. You know, to speak about, you know, the plight of our community and our people.
He's doing a lot. He is definitely doing a lot. Shouts out to Keith Williams. You know, he is definitely doing a lot. Having like 2 platforms. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot and stuff. But you, sir, are doing a lot as well. And I would like for you, since you are on the show, like I said, there's folks out there who may know who you are, and there's folks out there who may not know who you are.
Well,
so why don't you introduce yourself to America?
Well, yes. Let me make a formal introduction. My name is D'Amico Ashawn Williams. I am a lifelong Detroiter, born, bred, and fed. You know, always lived here all my life from the North End, District 5. I'm also a, you know, disability advocate. I'm an activist. I'm also an activist for water rights, environmental rights, and I also, you know, try to do what I can. I lead a nonprofit called Hydrate Detroit. It's a 501c3 water rights organization that helps people with their water shut off. We started this in 2014 as a community effort, but now it's turned into a worldwide mission, you know, to help expose urban cities and communities. Instead of helping people in Africa and India, you can help your own people right here in the city, you know, in your neighborhoods that are going through water insecurity and loss of access. So we make sure we, you know, we advocate for people, we pay bills. I'm the biggest bill payer in the city of Detroit, you know, and there's other organizations established that can raise money and can flood the block for, you know, thousands of people that need it. But, you know, we're trying to fight the system of injustice when it surrounds, you know, everybody needs water, Robert. But not only that, you know, everybody needs dignity and also the courage, you know, to have affordable water at a price they all can pay. So that was our one thing. And then I also fight privatization, and now we have lead in our water, saying they sent out the letter and things like that, recently. And I've been trying to help people get their payment plans and help stay connected to clean running water. It's a lot, but I'm proud of what I do because, if people didn't have us, if they didn't have the opportunity, they would be, falling through different payment plans and failing, and they'll be shut off, and, kids would be taken away. And we've seen death and destruction, at the hands of, certain entities and such. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
So you've been working at Hydrate Detroit since 2014?
Well, actually, since 2015, our 10th anniversary is coming up.
Next year?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
We started as the Detroit Water Brigade, and with a couple of my comrades and folks, we were just regular friends, just wanted to, make life in the city better. And then when the water crisis happened, when 3,000 people got their water shut off in a whole week, so we organized a, community effort to have neighbors share their water with other neighbors, and then also try to help pay the bills. Through that, we got 4 moratoriums on water shutoffs where city can't shut off the water to anybody. You got to give people a payment plan arrangement. We've been through, pandemic, where they haven't shut the water off in 2 whole entire years. And then now we're getting a lifeline plan, for customers that can't afford their water. They can be put on the list and they can have access and resources, but also, just now, we just had an easy pay plan for people on the payment plan that couldn't make the payments all through those years. So, $45 million have been cleared off the rolls of Detroiters' water bills. I'm trying to figure out what's the next goal, and the next goal is, liberation, so that this never happens ever again.
Never happens again. Wow, Wow, so you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot in the city and stuff, and things and stuff. And congratulations on your thing next year, your anniversary.
Yes, the anniversary is a big deal, for water rights in, urban communities. And I understand that, there are cities that have lead in their water, but also privatization. Communities are tired, and they need new synergy, but also the spaces and the platform for communities to recognize their struggles and their plights. You got people in Flint, Robert, that are still in need of water, clean water, that has not been delivered to them ever since. You got people in Marquette, Benton Harbor. Now you got Newark, New Jersey. You got New York going through it, Chicago, and different other places. And they're not a coalescence of activists and leaders and such. Jackson, Mississippi has lead in their water, and they've also had their water privatized, for a big deal. Right now, we're doing state legislation, lobbying, calling, and talking to, the people that we elect, to give us a lifeline for Michigan, but not only that, a lifeline for rural customers and those that need help with their water, and also to protect certain freedoms and such around water access and environmental justice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that is good. You doing it, stuff, and absolutely, and we gotta shout out your what's her name? Beulah Walker?
Yes, Beulah Walker.
Shouts out to her. Shouts out to Beulah Walker, because I know she's watching now.
Beulah Walker, she is a dynamic female vice chief director, but also she's a dynamic human being. When she talks with people in the community, she goes to work. We have regular jobs. We don't get paid by governmental subsidies and such like that. We're not corporate sponsors. Even though I would ask for that, but we do it for people like you, people that support the community and want to see a positive result in the city of Detroit, and she facilitates that. She's also big in construction, big in plumbing, so she's developing our job and infrastructure side of it, so we can get more, black men and females to be in the programs, but also to get money, and they can build their own platforms and such, spending off of what the skills they learn. So it's a big thing, she's working hard on, independently, collective with the city of Detroit, but also to, inspire others that construction is the way. And we're trying to do a jobs and infrastructure program for young people 16 to 35, to get in these skills, because we can use it for our neighbors that could use help with their water lines and issues and such like that, but also to learn a new skill so they can make money and they can live comfortably. They don't have to, live up under the system of oppression or fight for bids, the jobs that they're not qualified for. They'll be well qualified and shaped under her leadership. And within the Hydrate Detroit model, we want to make sure that jobs, opportunity, we even have volunteer opportunity as well. We're just building out to, give people the opportunity to participate and engage in activism and justice.
I mean, how long she been up there?
She's been up there for years. I met her. She was a housing activist when I met her for 20 years. She's been active on the housing justice front. She in the union, and so she's using her skills and talents to formulate her own. And she's done that masterfully. It does go hand in hand. She's also my advisor to see the world through a black woman's lens. She's at 50 years old. We just celebrated her. Yeah, so she knows things. You know what I'm saying? It's just important to listen to black women, period.
Yeah. Shouts out to Buell Walker, man.
Shouts out to my love. Yes, that's my Bonnie. She the shit.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
Bonnie and Clyde. Miko,
that's my Bonnie. Yes.
That is what's up, man. That is so good. But Hydrate Detroit sounds like it's been around for years and stuff. And
we want to be around for some more. So with the 10th anniversary, we're gonna diversify and expand.
Yeah, what y'all doing for y'all 10th anniversary?
So right now it's just developing, just saying thank you, Detroit, and thank you to the world. Thank you to everybody who established us and put us on the map. Going back through our memories, going back through, recounting certain struggles. We're at the point of, fighting for collective power in a system that has already, marginalized us. We're going into another backward motion, and I'm very disappointed right now. I just foresee us telling our story. I just foresee us celebrating our goals and accomplishments and wins. I foresee uplifting people who were right there when I needed help taking water in my mama's basement. I recognize, being bipartisan across the table to shake hands and to try to deal with those who do believe clean water is a human right, and also try to build young people, children, but most definitely those to see that water is very important and how it should be important in your life better than anything else, because water is what you need. And also see water as a health for my seniors. My seniors like to drink other things versus water, and I need them to understand hydration is very important to your body. You got to drink at least 4 glasses a day. Can't do 8. 8 is a lot, but 4 is the minimum. But your body needs water, period. And also I would like to make water that is hydratable and transformational to your system by specializing in alkaline and natural herbs and such to enhance water, because I can't drink straight water and I don't drink out the tap either, but I do like to be environmentally healthy and also within a standard of making sure that we have the freshest that that water has to offer.
Right. One thing I do want to say before we have to go to another break. You mentioned the seniors, right?
Yes.
And
love the seniors.
yes, we love the seniors. Shouts out to the seniors and stuff. But how Cause even the seniors have to drink water like every day and stuff.
But the seniors
And,
get hit with high water bills.
Yeah.
And-
So can you
Yes.
Yeah. So can you talk a little more about the seniors and how important drinking water to that is?
It's so important that we have to protect our seniors. So for the Lifeline plan that was designed to for the seniors and the elderly, we wanted to make sure that it didn't eat up their Social Security. Most seniors don't get enough income, and they have to eat Meals on Wheels, dog food, and they're treated the worst. So we want to make sure that we created at least a program, but also emphasize the senior that could benefit from an $18 water bill. But I wanted it reduced down to $13 to $15 because they used to pay that beforehand, and then when the bankruptcy came, they slashed all of that and started jacking up the water rates. So at least for the seniors to keep their water, I wanted it to be a certain price that they can all afford, but also to make sure that water is important to seniors. That I've seen seniors in colostomy bags, seniors that need oxygen, but also those that have come from the hospital. They need to have access to water to live.
It is spoken like a true professional. That is what's up. That is so what's up. You are listening to D'Amico Williams from Hydrate Detroit and on Courageous Detroit Radio Network with the Black Business Enterprise. But we go away for a second. But when we come back, I do.
Come on back.
I do want to ask you because obviously you sir had a show on 9:10 a.m. Superstation.
I did.
And I kind of want to talk about that because your show was pretty good. Your show was pretty good. Your show was pretty good and stuff. But you did have a show on there, and you did have a show in there, but I want to know how did you even come across that? Like, how did you have your own show, and who inspired you to have your own show and stuff like that? So we go get into all that when we come back after the break.
All right.
D'Amico Williams is in the building. Courageous Detroit Radio Station. Back after this with your boy Robert Flood on the ones and twos on a Sunday Fun Day. We'll be right back.
All right.
Attention! This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
Call 866-433-4500. That's 866-433-4500.
Hi, I'm the tax lady. Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? Then listen carefully. You may be able to pay the IRS less and save thousands of dollars because right now there are special government tax programs for people like you who owe the IRS. We can even help you if you have unfiled tax returns. And if you qualify, you'll pay less money to the IRS or state. Stop worrying about wage garnishments and bank levies and call the number on the screen right now for a free tax review. We know what you're going through. We help good people like you every day pay the IRS or state less taxes all the time. If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, call now for your free, no-obligation consultation with a tax professional. Don't fight the IRS alone. Call the Tax Ladies team today.
Call the Tax Lady at 855-325-1720. Call now.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990.
Well, you get a water ionizer.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Courageous Detroit Radio Network and the Black Business Enterprise with D'Amico Williams in the building, and I'm so excited to so excited that he is here with
Thank you for
us
having
tonight.
me.
And absolutely, okay. So, you, sir, had your own radio show on the Black Urban Talk radio station here in Detroit,
I did.
9:10 a.m. Super Station.
Yes.
First of all, how did that come about? How did your own radio show come about?
Yes, I was featured on a local talk show host during the midday, and he was featuring me during the water crisis. And each time I got on, we would just tag back and forth with each other, and it was amazing at the time. So one of the station owner happened to overhear me, and he wanted to meet me. So when he got to meet me, I said, you don't have no young voices on 910. You got all these old people. So,
Right.
so how can a young person, get on 910 and, spread the news and such like
Right,
that? He was
right,
like, well, what about you? I said, yeah, what about me? He said, well, we can find a slot and see what happens. You can have your own show here. And the show was for free. So I went ahead and took it. We had Sunday at 6 o'clock. I remember when I first got that position, that was tough because I wanted to make sure I had what I wanted to say to introduce myself, but I only had 1 hour, at least 45 minutes to convince everyone, who I am and such like that. So I came on there and I thought it would have been a one and done show. I came back for I could have been cut episode 2, episode 3, or however. And people liked it, so people started to call. They liked my voice and such like that, and they wanted to keep me on. And I led up to 4 years. I started in 2019 during the pandemic, and up until the show, the radio station folded. And when it folded, it ended everything, and they erased our footage that was online.
And that was it.
That was it. I only have a few footage that was from my early days, but I also have shows that were through the election, and also I was interviewing with people, guests that I heard through the news and such like that, but also trying to give a perspective from the grassroots side, that we were unhappy with certain things, but also give a platform to those that were making things happen in the community. So it was a great vehicle. The Hour of Truth to Power, it was a great vehicle. And also we had a telling, Beulah liked to say this a lot, this is her, truth telling is not hate speech. So anytime we get on the platform and we start to discuss things, and people might say, oh, you're a little extreme. I mean, that is the truth, and we only spit facts. We don't tell alternative facts, but a lot of people like the show because they got to hear different perspectives, but they also got to hear from the people that the news try to muddle, and we would give them that opportunity to say what they say, but keep it both sides, not just one side or one perspective. We wanted to keep it clear free and clear for everybody to participate in.
Right. Yeah. And you did your show Sunday nights.
Yes, Sunday afternoons at 5 o'clock. So it was from 5 to 6, and I loved, and I was mostly on the phone at home. So I would be on the phone at home, and I would have 45 minutes while I was prepping my dinner.
You used to broadcast from your house?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you didn't come in studio. You just.
I only came in studio after the pandemic ended.
Oh, okay.
And so by the time, but even then, it'd be iffy. I only had 1 year coming into the studio after the pandemic, and then that was until the show ended. If they had, producer or whatever, they'll run back a rerun, and I always like recaps because I need people to listen to what I said before and match it to what it is now, and everything has a story, woven to that moment.
So you like the replays?
Yes, I love the replay. Yes.
Yeah, and that was a dope show. That was a real good show and stuff. And you had a lot of guests on your show as well. And okay, this is what I want to know. So, do you have a favorite guest that you interviewed on your show?
Wow, that's a good question. If I can go back, my favorite guest would be Mallory McMorrow. She was she's a state, I think she's a senator. She's senator now. When I did the political debates, I used to have forums, and I had like a school board forum, and we had like the 20 candidates that were running to make their selves known and announced on the show. My favorite guest was my cousin Ishmael Terry, Stephen Boyle. I had oh my goodness, it was just
a lot of people.
It was a lot of people, but I mean, the most progressiveness was about keeping my callers were the best of my show.
Oh yeah, the listeners.
I had one caller named Fidel, and Fidel would call into my show, and he would share. He would call during the week, but he would not call during the weekends. He only called my show. And a guy named Steve. Steve was one of my best callers, and Miss Marcia, as well as I'm gonna blank out forgetting her name, but there was a lot of people that just those times of that one. I only have 1 hour to get my point across, and then I hang up the phone and go on about my day. But it gave me an opportunity to shape the conversation and to be heard.
I feel like 1 hour is not enough.
It was not enough.
I feel like that's how I feel about here, because I'm only here for an hour as well. But I know what you're going to, my man. Yeah, I know what you're going to.
Yeah, you got to keep it tight, and keep it tight and right. Under the hour, you'll make more of a difference. You'll make more of a difference in an hour than you would have 2 hours, which you could have maximum impact. Right, yeah. But it challenged me to stay on top of every minute of the hour, but also to shift into different things that I wanted to throw out there and see who would call back and respond to what I just said.
Respond and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and but no, that was a good show.
Thank you. I miss it a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it? I don't know if this is true or not, but is it true that Bankley Thompson was the one that gave you your own show?
Yes, it was.
How did that come about?
Well, because he had me on his on his show, Redline, and talking about the water and talking about certain news effects. And as I said, coming out from his studio, Kevin Adele, the station producer, the station owner, had he introduced me to the station owner. It was amazing because Bankley Thompson from the Michigan Chronicle, I followed him even when I was in high school. So he was that legendary journalist. But did
y'all go to school together?
No. Oh. He's older than. But I'm saying when I was in high school, I was in Northern High School. I was also I was in media. I was also into the journalist side and such like that. I was also publishing on the yearbook committee. So I knew how to put together certain concepts of news, editorial. I went for writing scripts and things like that. So I've had a lot of experience, but for Bankley, to have his mind and thought and also his fiery conscience, which is his book right now, it was very awesome to be recognized with someone that is a deep thinker, that is also an innovator in the mind of thought, and also intellectual athleticism that I've ever seen, from the guy that has been around during the Kwame Kilpatrick years, and knowing Mike Duggan and breaking down, the white corporate power structure of Michigan and Detroit and how they think and what they think of us and how we respond and, you know, what we do in our community and such, you know, with activists like Agnes Hitchcock at the Aber Queen and Adelia and others that have, you know, Helen Moore, you know, to grow up under BAM and Shanta Driver and, you know, where myself and a few other activists, we all come about that same movement in that area, and that shaped my political beginnings into, you know, the thought and platform where I am right now, and the preference of, yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, do you think you'll ever get back to radio? Do you think you want to do it all over again?
I toil with that, but you know, it's the preparation and the timing of it all. You know, myself and Beulah, we talked about this. We you know, we both work 2 jobs, but we both have, like, you know, a heart of gold. We've always done this for the people, you know, the city of Detroit, to make their lives better and such. And when we were offered that platform, you know, she came along with me, and she's even a star in her own right. So she does her own live videos. I stopped doing live videos.
Okay.
I have a little TikTok that I've been working on, but, you know, it's TikTok. So,
right.
You know, I'm just getting myself wet on that and just trying to build upon, you know, give you something to think about.
What you doing on TikTok? What you doing on TikTok, D'Amico?
Just talking about, you know, certain things of life and communicating where I won't be censored and algorithmed out. You know, my Facebooks are targeted. My Twitter is, you know, I don't post on there anymore. I just had Instagram where I had a 10,000 post, and, you know, that was from my whole life, and it got hacked. And, you know, just the online presence that I had, you know, you search my name and Google me, you'll see a lot of things that I did that were even appearing at the Lincoln Memorial, the impeachment march of Trump in November 2019. That was the biggest thing I've ever done, you know. It still gets a lot of hits out there, you know, and
Wow, I wanted to ask you, do you still keep in touch with the hosts of 910, the 910 hosts? You still keep in touch with them?
Yes, some of them.
Okay.
Kerry Leon Jackson, he just celebrated his birthday too. He's the urban conservative. Brandon Bryce. When I go to ask him about certain things business-wise, you know, they love him in the Republican world out there. He had a show after me, and we would market that as the Power Hour, you know, because you had 2 different perspectives coming from, you know, different brands of the cloth. So if I came from the grassroots and he came from the, you know, Republican business aspect of it, you know, and Charlene Mitchell, I want to say
that's my girl right there. I love Charlene Mitchell.
She has that rich,
I miss her show so much.
She has that rich auntie vibe. I love it. And let me just say this, that she is the most intelligent black woman I've ever spoke with.
Can I just say this real quick, not to cut you off? Charlene Mitchell had one of the best shows on 910.
Yes, she did.
One of the best shows on 910.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you all know who she is, but Charlene Mitchell, shouts out to Charlene Mitchell.
Shouts out to her. She has intelligent conversation that I liked most definitely. And I was also on Michael Schwartz and Al Williams' show. That was on Tuesday nights. That was pretty good. You know, Mike Schwartz is the average Jew, and I like his perspective because he comes from a different perspective of the, you know, he's been through the highest profile cases and knows half of the people of the city of Detroit. So he's, you know, he's I'm talking nothing that he already knows. So, you know, it's keeping up with people that we were a family. I was lucky to be in that family of
I was gonna say that I was gonna say y'all was one big happy family up there. I mean, yeah, just, man.
You know, you turn to the Republican right, you sell the station. Where do we go? You know, what do you do? I remember David Bullock and Charles Williams. They had their own show. Steve Niebling. I remember a few other voices who were near and dear and had their special slots on 9:10 a.m. I mean, but that was the only talk show we have. We don't have anywhere else where you got a TV33 with RJ Watkins, and that was the guy who inspired me. I was just I said,
can you talk about that real quick?
Oh yes,
I
was just
you
like
said
you,
that
and
you
I was
said that
interviewing
offline.
RJ Watkins from
Yeah, you said that
TV33
offline. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so I was inspired. You know, RJ Watkins, he's the host of the New Dance Show and Late Night Entertainment, and he has such a swag about him, such a personality that, you know, when I was a kid, just looking at the New Dance Show and such like that, I would think like he was the Don Cornelius of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Period. I had, you know, I just like the music. I like the, you know, the fashion of it all. But also, you know, everyone was like dignified. And RJ brought quality television. You know, he had TV 62, WGPR. That's still on East Jefferson. You know, that's Hot 107.5 today. I mean, it's still, you know, they have a museum now of, you know, black radio and TV legends that came from out of Detroit, you know, and I'll always regard him as the GOAT. Like, you know, he's the greatest of, you know, TV hosts of the city, next to Nat Morris. Nat Morris from the scene, you know, that's the guy right there. You know, those two had a, you know, I wish an Amazon documentary needs to come out on that, you know, about how the shows worked and such like that, you know, because you don't have quality shows such as you had back then.
There you go, man. I mean, shouts out to you, man. I mean, D'Amico and stuff, and I hope that's why I said I hope you get back to doing radio, because yeah, that was you know, your show was one of the best.
Let's see what happens. I mean, I think that radio has to have a medium where you can have people feel comfortable, you know, where you do have a family station where you can have, you know, connect with your neighbors. And, you know, if people want to spread information, they should be able to have a platform to do so. You know, I'm not into censorship. I'm not into, you know, personality, and I'm also not into those who do clickbait. You know, there's a lot of podcasts out there. People just say any old thing willy-nilly and such like that. But you got to have fact, authenticity, and you have to have personality along with the truth. The truth will always get you far. If you do things, you know, in a righteous way, you will have, you know, the rewards of listenership. You'll have people that will tune in and that will be interested to hear what you have to say. You know, just don't do anything that's like, you know, disrespectful, you know, I never disrespect any of my guests or my listeners. Even if you had a different opinion than me, I would welcome it. I would welcome you to share that opinion, but also, you know, as we have kitchen table talk, as I like to call it, you know, we also want to make sure that, you know, you are authentic in your own thoughts and you're not spouting what Fox News or any of the media's told you. You know, I want to hear from you and connect it to our experiences, to where we live. You know, that's a big deal. So I just thank, you know, you, Robert, for having me on and for doing this, because, you know, to have a platform, I've seen some of your stuff too, you know, to feature information and feature people that I should know about as well. You know, that's how the power of information gets around.
First of all, I appreciate it. I appreciate so much and stuff. So, by a young guy like myself who has his own radio platform now, do you have? Because it's my first time ever doing this. Okay, I never done radio before. Wouldn't. But I was going to ask you, do you have any advice for me?
Yes,
you know?
I do.
Okay.
You know, stay working. You know, always make sure that you're prepped. You know, if there's things, you know, we go through a long week. If you got one day, you know, to round up everything, you know, just try to keep everything simple and to the point. And also, you know, you can expand and reach out, you know, to market yourself and network with other people inside the community. I've had to go to different meetings, different events and such, just to, you know, get my foot in the door and such like that, you know, because I wanted to meet cool people. And if I thought that the persons were cool, you know, I want to have you on my show and such, you know, you got to make the time to for them to do so, and they will come on. They'll coordinate the time. You know, one of the things I hated about the show is that, you know, if it was something and I was browsing, like, okay, this is a hot issue, I think, let me try to get in touch with that person, and then I have to use my Facebook and, you know, do my research. But once I connect with that person, you know, I had to get them on the phone. If I could get them on the phone, that'd be great. If they want to come in, that'd be even more. But I didn't predicate myself to, well, if the person couldn't come on, I mean, the show still had to go on, period. You know what I'm saying? But I knew what I wanted to do. Oh, and never let anybody control your thoughts or your mind or your own show. Because, I mean, I've had people that were regular callers on other places. I mean, they have regular call, and they call them on my show, and they try to flex. And I was like, wait a minute now, I want to hear what you guys say, but you can't flex on my show like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gonna have to have, otherwise you get your own platform. But I think from seeing you, I think you like to have fun. You know, you want to keep it, you know, positive and also hearty, because you got a personality.
I appreciate it, and the show is doing good. You know, people are watching, people are listening, people are tuning in and stuff, and this is a fun show. Like, I feel like I want the show to be a happy, funny show and stuff like that, because my inspiration, I said this a lot here on the show, my inspiration is, you know, watching all these talk shows. You know, that's where I get it from. That's where I get it from, watching all these talk shows on TV, radio, and stuff like that. That's
we don't have no talk shows. That we need progressive talk shows and more of a place where the independent media outshines more than traditional. You know, we need somewhere where we can have a diverse place of information. That's so important.
That is, yeah, man. That is so important.
Keep doing your thing. I mean, you know, say this is the only thing we have left to have of this network. You know, if we don't support this network, you know, we're not going to have a voice. And then we keep complaining, oh, well, you don't hear our voices on other. Well, this is the vehicle right here. Courageous Detroit Radio. Period.
It is, man. I love it, man. I mean, it is so sad that we don't have a black-owned talk station here in Detroit. You know, that is just, you know, that's disappointing. But
I mean, well, you do, but they don't have a diverse, you know, you don't have an open talk platform where you have diverse voices instead of trying to micromanage the conversations or keep it partisan to one side. You know, it can't be left, right. It has to be, you know, in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear something about health and lifestyle. I want to look good. I want to be rich. I want to travel. I want something with, you know, substance, you know, and a lot of people just want to hear about, you know, want to be gossip hogs. I like that too, you know, unless if it's factual, you know. I mean, you know, TMZ, like, you know what I'm saying? That's okay with me, you know, but as long as we have a network where we can, you know, transform the mind, the mindset, the process, and the journeys of many people, it can blossom.
It can blossom just like that. I love it, man. I love that. That is incredible. That is so incredible that you are using your voice to give other people platforms and stuff. And Hydrate Detroit is doing well as well.
Yes.
And
I just want to give my website.
Yes, give out your info.
We are in the middle of a fundraiser right now, and we need people to donate to our website to continue our organization, our work of delivering to the people of the city of Detroit. Without your help, last year we had a fundraiser where I got featured. And it showed up and showed out, I mean, over $1,000. And I thank the city of Detroit and everyone who contributed to that fundraiser. This year, we're trying to bless more people, you know, pay people on the Easy Pay Lifeline. You know, around this time, you know, you want to have guests over, and if you ain't got no water, you can't have guests, you can't have people over. So if you give the gift of water restoration, paying the bill to restore that service, those families they'll be able to have people over their house, and they can have a nice Christmas. You know, it's about to get cold. They shut off water even in the cold, and you know, just encourage people to stay on top of their responsibility. I know it's hard, but you know, we have got to stay, you know, diligent, because there are some big things that are in play right now that could be a solution to help solve this problem once and for all.
Yep. Yeah, and I like what you said. The holidays, Christmas is coming up, so nobody definitely don't want to be in the cold. You know,
nobody wants to be out of
be
water either.
water.
So you know that most of the heat, the radiator heat, boiler heat, all comes from water in the city of Detroit. And most families that have these old houses, they have radiator heat that comes from water.
Great. And that is great. And you said this is a fundraiser?
Yes, it is. Straight on our website, www.hydratedetroit.org. They click on the big blue donate button, and they can contribute any amount they have. All we're asking is a minimum of $20. You know, $20, and that, I mean, you can make up to $100 or however your heart feels, whatever you have at this time, because we know a lot of people, the economy, you know, it's not doing too good right now. But we just give what you can. You know, every amount makes a difference, and that will go towards restoring people's water in the city of Detroit. Period.
That is good. Give out that website again.
www.hydrate, HYDRATE, Detroit, DETROIT.org. And if you ever have questions, if you want to volunteer, if you want to join Hydrate Detroit, send me an email, water4detroit@gmail.com. And just send me your information, and I'll get back in touch with you. We'll see what we can do. I know for surely I need volunteers. Share Water donation drive every summer. That will be in July of next year. We have 5 days from June 1st through the 5th. That would be a week of action of water. You know, we want to make sure that everybody participates in that. And then also the big gala will happen next year. Still working on that. You know, to celebrate 10 years through pictures, through stories, and also through the people that made it happen. We have some people aren't here anymore. Mark Anderson, Tangela Harris, you know, Charity Hicks, and a couple others that proceeded to the Lord's glory, you know, doing what they love to do, fighting for justice. You know, you have Jerome Jackson. He was a former, he owned a house and everything. He was a teacher, and he died of a heart attack because the banks tried to take his house. And Rakiba Brown and a few other ancestors who have, you know, given, you know, what they had for us to be in these positions, for us to have seats, for us to have, you know, the influence we have, and our black asses gonna give up everything we got to appease for gentrified money and no, I don't think so. I think we need to keep the family house, keep grandmama house, and establish real black ownership of wealth and prosperity and home ownership as well. You know, it all depends in the freedom of liberation for our people.
Man, first of all, I'm real sorry to hear that. You know, that is so disappointing and stuff like that. But we gotta come together. You know, we gotta come together and do that. And this sounds like it's gonna be fun next year.
It will.
I mean, I was gonna ask you that was gonna be my next thing to ask you. What does 2025, if you have a vision of 2025, what does it look like for you? But I think you pretty much answered it.
Oh, no, it's 2025 is more a possibility. It's stepping up. I have to, you know, jump out of my comfort zone. And the comfort zone that I'm in is just, you know, reveling in, you know, what we've done, but also, you know, transferring into the new vision of what we can be. and what we can be is more. We would have to be the ones that save ourselves. We can't wait on people on white horses, white knights and such to save us. And no idea is a bad idea is what I tell people. And I would like to work with others and collaborate within the field of water unity, water liberation, and making sure that we have a story to tell, because it wasn't just people in Detroit. This infected Dublin. I went to Dublin, Ireland in 2014. I've been trying to go back to Ireland for 7 years, to be with those people and to learn how to organize and bring it back to my people here in the city and make that connection. Sao Paulo, Brazil, women are so exotic, Robert, you'll love it. I mean, they lose a lot of water too, but they're also fighting, privatization of their only access and resources to redistribute to the rich. So we have got to do whatever we can in order to keep indigenous communities and such, because we're the indigenous as well. And we have to keep our community safe from, gentrification, harm, privatization, and those that are seeking to make public-private partnerships. That's why I'm fighting to keep the rents in. I'm just getting ready to start that in 2025. That's my passion project, because they're talking about demolishing the Renaissance Center. I grew up with that ever since I was a kid, the best architecture in the world, and they have people that can invest and make it, redevelop and make it great again, and don't have to be torn down. That's the only city center that we have. It's not like the World Trade Center in New York. This could be that's where community had to come in. So it's something near dear in my heart. And affirmative action. I fought for that for all my life, and
right.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, if the Democrats are not going to do it, we have to make something out of it, because now it's affecting, the most minority classes that they can't get in admissions in school, but also it affects us that, they're getting ready to take away DEI and everything, and we had representation in certain avenues.
There it is, man. I mean, this man right here is doing a lot. Okay, he is doing a lot in the city of Detroit. I told y'all he's a hustler. I told y'all he is a hustler and stuff. But so we pretty much is coming down to the final minutes of the show here. I did. Okay, not to go political on you. This is not a political show or whatever, but I feel like I have to ask you this.
Everybody had the politicals,
I mean, I feel like I have to ask you this. I mean, no shade. Sorry, y'all. This is going to be a fun show, but I have to go here. What do you see next year that's going to happen in 2025 with the election in Detroit?
Oh, yes. It could be
What's
whatever.
your thoughts on it?
It could be whatever, you know what I mean? It all depends on the number of people and if they're qualified. I don't want no Donald Trump process where you put someone in front of our face and they're not qualified and they come out to be, someone other than what we're looking for. I think the best person that you agree with their idea in transforming Detroit, it's not going to be what Mike Duggan has done. Mike Duggan, I have my own opinion about Mike Duggan, but I feel like the city right now, the people that made the city, legacy Detroiters, new Detroiters, old Detroiters, gentrified Detroiters. I mean, we're Detroit up a lot. Detroit has had good fortune and juju energy right now. Who is best to keep that going and to keep Detroit, in the number one circle of, the arsenal of democracy, but also the arsenal of excitement? How can you transform Detroit without leaving a certain segment of people behind, but also making sure everybody, receives the benefits of, what's been going on? So I don't know. I mean, right now, I just see people, making announcements, but they ain't put their papers in the Secretary of State yet. Yeah. I see people mounting up challenges, but I ain't hearing no plans. Go ahead.
Because everybody keeps saying, what's her name? Mary Sheffield was going to, do that. But
Yes.
everybody was saying her.
Right now, she's the council president. She's the council president. She is next in line. If the mayor, or anything were to happen, she would be next in line to get the mayorship. It's always happened in every election, local election. Whoever holds the city council president power will get a chance to either go for mayor, governor, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She could even be run for House. I'm just saying. Stars is the limit. So if it's going to be her and she declared first, then whoever comes around, you just have to, you all have to measure who can get business done, who can perform better, and look at their past history versus the personality. I always say personality versus substance. So you got to look at the substance versus the personality. So don't let the personality, I know her longer. I know she's done things versus major decisions that, could have had. Because we always let slip that major decisions, you don't think about that, but you're so personality. You're thinking about personality so much as the substance of what's really going on. I can't get, there's a lot of personality in the city of Detroit, a lot of characters here, but I would just say for right now, this is a wait and see approach. You can't make no move until the summer, till May, at least about May 1st. That's when.
So you say around May?
Yes, you want to wait around May.
Okay.
And then you're going to see debates. You're going to see conversations, and go to those conversations. Participate and engage. But then also when the primary come, you just have to use your best mind and be careful, because I only see maybe there were 4 or 5 names, but I have not seen, because I have seen people up to 168 people, to damn near 200, Robert, try to run for mayor, and that's a lot of people.
I was going to say that's a lot.
That's a lot of people. But then there is over 100,000 people running for president, and they sign up every day, and we don't ever hear from them. We just only hear from the top 2. Yeah. From the top 2 party, there are people running every day. So unless if they got the business together, they went through Jocelyn Benson, Secretary of State, Janice Winfrey, City Clerk, and they got certified, that's when we would know if you're an official candidate. If you're not an official candidate and you're just running as a write-in, or you thinking that we're not going to listen to you, you know what I'm saying? We have got to listen to those that are doing the work, but also those that have put their lives on the table, and for you to decide that your vote matters. And just as we've seen in this election, no matter how the election went, people voted. Thank them for their democracy. Thank them for doing so. Thank them for giving a damn to get out their house, or they'll even sit down and fill out the ballot and then try to send it back, because they have to be educated and they have to get the facts and the skills.
All right, there it is. D'Amico Williams is in the building. We gotta have you back. We gotta have you back, my man. We gotta have you back, because this has been a treat. This is part 1 of the conversation.
And as distinguished first gentleman, I would love to come back.
There it is. All right. I just want to say thank you, D'Amico Williams, for coming on. And
thank you, Robert, for having me.
I just got to do this. There's one person, real quick. One person, because you mentioned all the names on 910. We got to mention Sam Riddle.
Sam Riddle.
Man, we forgot about Sam Riddle.
He knows what he's talking about. Look, Sam Riddle, him and I, we've had our ups and downs. But Sam Riddle, I respect him because, he is a black man. Funny story, when I was at EMU, we were fighting Richard Spencer, and we got into it with 2 white Nazi scum, and I was getting ready to throw a brick or like a rock or something into the crowd, and Sam Riddle was standing right there with his hat on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for real, because it was about to go down. And Sam Riddle was standing right there just by his.
I can't picture you throwing bricks for some reason.
We're in the middle of civil rights, so we're fighting for whatever. But it almost went down. But I remember what I You know what I'm saying? When I saw Sam, when I saw him with his veterans hat, you know, I thought about my reputation. I thought about how that would look, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I put the rock down because, you know, that shows as a symbol of strength, but also as, you know, somebody who's never feared and intimidated. Sam Riddle is pretty much, you know, one of my favorite heroes.
There it is.
City.
And he's still working out at 70 something. So
oh yeah, he's still running. Yeah, I have no excuse. I got to get myself back on the bike again. You know.
You need to. You need to, D'Amico. I'm just saying. There's a lot of ladies out there watching you right now.
Hey, I'm pretty.
I'm almost kind of scared to ask you to take your shirt off.
No, you go. Don't need to see my skin or blubber. No.
But no. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But yeah, shouts out to Sam Riddle, man. I mean,
yes.
I mean, one of the best. And yeah, he's still doing
that's
it.
Legacy Detroit that we need to uphold. You know, we need more people from that era to tell stories and to teach history lessons. You know what I'm saying? You think of Barbara Rose Collins. You think of Irma Henderson. You know, she'll get on the car with a bullhorn and say this isn't right. And we need to know the real, true history of our stars and legends and such. You know, most of our kids today, they don't have that. They don't even have recent Detroit history that you and I know from back in the day that we can sit down and maybe do some elementary schools and teach shorties, you know, what we know about the game.
There it is. You gotta come back, my man. You got to come
I would
back.
love to be back.
You got to come back, y'all.
I would love to be back.
D'Amico Williams, give out your information one more time, and real quick about the fundraiser.
Yes, so the Hydrate Detroit Holiday Fundraiser now through December 31st. I know it's Christmas time, but you can make Christmas time for the gift of water restoration for a low price of whatever you can afford. $20 the minimum. Send it to the website www.hydratedetroit.org. We'll make sure that you get a receipt, and also you can reach me on my email, water4detroit@gmail.com. You can call me 313-279-0608 extension 1 anytime. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Sir Miko Williams on Instagram, D'Amico Williams on Facebook.
One more time with the number.
313-279-0608. Hit extension 1, and that'll patch you right to my line.
There it is, D'Amico Williams, ladies and gentlemen, man. We gonna have you back again and again and again. This has been a treat, man. This has been so much fun. I love it. This is gonna be, yeah. We gotta have you back. This has been great, and once again, congratulations on the anniversary next year for 2025. I know y'all go do it big, and yeah, we definitely gonna have you back on to tell us about that. So
thank you.
Absolutely, y'all give it up one more time for D'Amico Williams in the building. All right, and Detroit, thank you all so much for listening to the Black Business Enterprise. That sound effect? We got a sound effect, yay! Finally, Wendy got the sound effects and everything. I love it. Now, you know you have a real talk show when you have sound effects. You know you have a real. Now I know I got a real radio show now.
Yes.
Because we got sound effects and everything. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. But yeah, D'Amico Williams is in the building. Thank you again for coming on, my man.
Yes.
You got to come back.
I will come back.
So we will definitely do it all over again. Detroit, it's been real. It's been fun. And I appreciate y'all for listening to the Black Business Enterprise right here on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. We go do it again next week, y'all. And like I said, it's a holiday season. Y'all stay warm because it is cold out there. It is so cold out there. Y'all stay warm with y'all heaters and everything like that. And we go do it again next week, y'all. Another fun show. And hopefully you will all be here for that. And y'all be safe out here in these streets, Detroit. Y'all have a good night. And we will see y'all next week on the Black Business Enterprise with your boy Robert right here on the ones and twos. We are out of here. We will talk to you. I would see y'all again next week. Same time, same place. And y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990.